I don't know, at ignister players that play Arrival, they're like, when they see an unaffected, unsucked cock, they go like, you know, like, they just don't play this card, that's it, that.
Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Thunder Anomal and I welcome you to the channel. My friend went 6-0 with ignisters at his last locals and he wanted to share the deck profile with you guys. If you enjoy this type of content, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It's literally free for you and it means so much to me. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
We are here to present you with the first place at ignister deck profile. And you'll see it's a little bit different than the traditional at ignister build. So let's get into the profile. Like I went 6-0 with this deck at our last locals and won the locals, of course. And yeah, the deck's pretty good. It's like a bit different, and let's get into the cards. So of course, like free Achiri. This is like the best one to open. It's your full combo. The 3 Picari also full combo, but a little bit worse to open than the Achiri, than the fire one. Then free field spell. You can probably get away by playing 2. I just wanted to play 3. Like I don't know what's really correct to play 3 or 2. I really like seeing this card, and I also play the AI contact that mulligans with this. So yeah, that's like, I don't mind having a dead field spell in hand, or like another one that I'm going to search. Then that's it for like the main engine cards. Then 2 Doyon, I always search this with the Achiri one, with the fire one. I'll show you the combo later. So you can probably play just one, but like I like to have 2, it gives you a little better grind game. And yeah, then for one, the Burur one, the green one, shout out za Paju I za poštu Srbije, što ga skita. On that, for the extenders, I play 1 Doshin, 1 Gachiri, and then 1 Subtraction. So I'll show you why I play this. This is actually part of the combo, and you don't actually mind if you draw this, unlike if you play the Mari, which I don't play, because this card is a brick and like it requires so much setup that I don't even think it's worth playing, and like if you draw it, it does nothing. And this one is like, if you draw it, it's fine, it's just a free special summon from hand, and then you don't necessarily need to search it. Then for the other extenders, I play 3 Parallel Exceed. So this just helps me push for game. Like it's not bad if you open like any Cyber's monster, like any of these, I suppose, or like let's say any of these. You can pretty much do your entire combo like without seeing any of your combo starters. So like that's pretty good. Parallel Exceed helps with that. It helps going for a game. It helps when playing around Nibiru. It's overall good, but you can like side this out. It's pretty easy to side out if you're going first, and like you're not expecting to get Nibiru or some sort of similar thing, I don't know, torrential. Then for the searches, of course, I play 2 I Meet You and 2 Signet Mining. Why 2 and 2? I basically don't want to see like 2 of them in hand, because like if I see 2 of those, I can resolve both. If I see 2 of those, like I can't resolve both. Like, and I don't really need the hyper consistency. Like this card also is a 1 card full combo. But like I'd rather not start with this one. I'd rather start with the fire one. And like these represent additional extenders if you already have the combo. So like, I don't know, I just like 2-2. You can play 3-3, you can play like whichever ratio you want. I just like 2-2, like it's not set in stone what you want to play, or what you should play. Then 1 AA Contact, this is cuttable, you always side is out going second. Like this card is just fine. It helps in slower matchups to like see your side deck and stuff. Like slower matchups can't really deal with this card. You can resolve it multiple times as well, so it's kind of nasty. Then 1 Fighting Spirit, 1 Idol Reborn. Yeah, these are just like free extenders. Monster Reborn, they help with the grind game. Like this card is like actually broken, helps you play around Nibiru. And yeah, like it's overall a good card. Like it has a secret effect that it can recur your resources that are like banished or in the graveyard, but it usually doesn't come up. Yeah, like these are the other AI cards. Then I play like Hand Trap Protection, one called by two Crossout. Crossout is pretty nice in this deck because you don't really have an in-engine way of playing around like Nibiru or Impermanence turn 1, so you kinda like to sit. You can like of course play without this, but I don't mind this card. Like this card is pretty nice in my opinion. I wouldn't play the deck without this card. And then for the hand traps, like one Nibiru, I'm not playing 3 Nibiru in the main because it conflicts a bit with my deck with the island card. But you could use an extra deck slot to help out with that, so you can definitely play 3 Nibiru. I just play one because I also play 2 Crossout, so it's fine. Then 2 DD Crow, it's just like hand trap of choice for locals. This like you can play whatever. I just play the good ones, the standard good ones, like 12 hand traps, and that's pretty much it. Like Crossout like synergizes well with this. That's it for the main deck. So one thing that I said, I don't play this and I don't play Arrival because I think Arrival sucks and my end board doesn't like. My end board consists of like Dark Floyd instead of Arrival. Like this is 4K that's unaffected, but this is like 8K that's unaffected. So I will show you the extra deck, then we'll go into the combo. Like I don't know, at ignister players that play Arrival, they're like, when they see an unaffected, unsucked cock, they go like, you know, like they just don't play this card. That's it, bad. Then for the extra deck, one Link Rebo, this helps with Parallel Exceed a lot. One Link Spider, this is to play around Nibiru. 2 Infant, this is like, you never use 2 in your first turn, which is like, I guess, important to note. Unlike the usual combo where you always use both, like you don't need to do that here. 1 Wicked, 1 Splash Mage, you could probably play 2, but I don't know what I'd cut for the other one. 1 Update Jammer, this is just for going for OTKs. This card comes up a lot. 1 Dark Templar, you don't really need more than one. 2 Transcode, you are almost always going to go into Transcode turn 1, so you need the other one, like just too good. Like you can Transcode Rebound the Splash Mage, and that's the reason I don't play 2, because I usually like go into Transcode turn 3 and so on to reburn the Splash Mage. Then 1 Fire Phoenix, you just need it because like you need to reveal something with AI meet you to search the fire guy. Like we don't have Heat Soul, so this is the only thing that's left. I mean, you could reveal the Heat Lio, but like yeah, you're not going to do that. Then 1 Access Code and 1 Key. End board piece, Dark Floyd, like this card is on crack. I don't know why people aren't playing this card, because it's a lot better than like the Arrival. And then the 1 Synchro, the 1 Exceeds, these are both combo pieces, like you go into them every turn 1. And yeah, this searches the Mathmech card, the other Mathmech card I showed. And it's like actually part of your combo, which I'm going to show you right now. So let's go into the combo. Like we don't play this, these are gone. And the combo is of course like just 1 Achiri and 4 any other cards. So you normal summon the Achiri, use the effect, and what people usually do, so this play is probably a little bit sus to you that knows how the combo goes. Like the usual at ignister combo, they search Picari, but I never do that. Like that's literally useless. I mean, I do it if I needed to play around hand traps, but yeah, for the turn 1 combo, you search this, then you go link this off into the Dark Infant, then add the field spell. Then you like play the field spell, use the effect, special this, use the effect, get back the fire one, link these two away into your Wicked, and like any 3 Cybers monster actually that does this combo as long as you have the field spell. So this is like it's quite good. It's unlike the other ignister combo, which you can't do this with if you're playing the standard builds, I guess. Then you use the field special the fire because you didn't use that. Then Wicked banishes the Dark Infant to search the slime dude. And now what you do, like this is pretty standard, I guess. You make Splash Mage, you use this effect, special the Bururu, then activate Bururu effect to send. So what people usually do, they would set the brick guy to have a negate, but I send actually the Picari because I'm going to now reborn it and use its effect. Then use Splash, get it back, synchro these two into the Wind Pegasus. The Bururu effect activates and it reborns the Picari that I just sent, and then Picari gets its effect to actually search a spell trap card, and you usually search AI Meet You, but you can search really anything. I'm just going to search this to show you the combo to go into the unaffected Dark Fluid. Then you use Picari effect to make them both level 4, and this is where this guy comes up. You make it, use the effect to search any Mathematic monster, and you essentially search the one Mathematic subtraction. You could play 2 targets for it, but I don't really want to add additional cards that like don't do anything. Like this is just an extender, and if I draw it, it's fine. If I don't draw it, like I don't care. It's just a free add, I guess. Oh, it's like much better than playing a brick. Like this card is not a brick essentially. And from here on, you have different lines. Like you can go into the what's it called, the Dark Templar, if you want to recur this spell. I usually keep this spell, but if you're going to for the unaffected Dark Fluid, you use this reveal transcode, of course, and then you are going to search your Guchiri. So one thing you can do also, you can play the water one, the Hiari I think it's called, and it can also search this guy. So it's like an additional extender that's also a bridge to get Guchiri, but I don't own the card. You can probably try it out. Then like special summon this, use these two to make transcode, use transcode reborn like anything, and this is how you make your unaffected Dark Fluid. You go like Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, and this is now unaffected. It has 8k attack, it has like 2 counters, and yeah, like nobody's going to out this. Like people are just going to go into like Nexus Code or Boral Sword or whatever, and they're going to beat over the Arrival, but like they can't deal with this. No, I don't think any deck can really deal with this card, like, you know, with their standard way of playing. Like it's really hard to beat this. And yeah, like you have 2 negates, this guy will stick. If you really want, you can go into Templar as I said, and then link off. When you link off Doyon, Doyon is going to return you the AI Meet You, so you'll basically be set for your next turns. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the combo, that's the deck profile. I think the deck is like pretty good. I think it's way better than going for Arrival, because like Arrival's, I don't know, it's pretty bad.
What about
It's
your side deck?
dealable. Yeah, but I mean side deck is just whatsoever. It's just side deck for locals. So this deck struggles with like a lot of back rows, so I play like 1 and then 1 Harpy, Street Wind Twister, and 1 Raid Reboot. This should have been like Cosmic Cyclones, but I didn't change them in time. Like optimally, if you have Lightning Storm, you can play Lightning Storm. They're much better than Wind Twisters. And yeah, like the 3rd Crossout and 2 Nibiru. Like I still want to have this card in my deck. Like I can play a bit if I like open Nibiru. Like if you open Nibiru and you full combo, you're still going to be able to combo. Like if you open the Akshiri and Nibiru, you're still going to be able to full combo. Like you can play Security Dragon instead of like some card in your extra deck. I suppose Link Spider is the most cuttable one, and that solves the full problem that Nibiru like makes for your deck. So if you want to play Nibiru in the main deck, just play Security Dragon. I was I think this card for my locals was better, and like it won me some games while Security Dragon wouldn't even be used. Then like for the, I don't know, combo decks, 3 Dark Ruler, you can play droplets. Like this deck doesn't really need much resources to play, and 3 Gamma and the Driver, like standard, I don't know. And that's pretty much it.
What about your matchups?
Matchups, so let's see. Round 1 it was Madolche, like the Sokolovich was round 1. I don't remember who won the die roll. Like both the games, I think he had like a pot of extravagance, and then I ash it, and then he has a starter, and then I imperm it, and like he ends on not on a full board, and I just win because I don't need much to win. I mean, the games were back and forth because he had Book of Moon, and like that card severely cripples this deck because this needs you to control no monsters in your main monster zone, and obviously if they Book of Moon it, you can't even remove the monster. So yeah, I win round 1. Then round 2, I think it was against Sky Striker, like pure Sky Striker. So game 1, he lets me go first. I set up a rival. Not a rival, I set a Dark Floyd, I'm sorry. I set up Dark Floyd and he goes like, but it's not unaffected. I think I opened with I Meet You, so this card wasn't unaffected. So he goes Pancratops, I go fine. He goes effect Pancratops, I try to negate, he chains Widow Anchor, that's like fine. He just used 2 cards to out this, and I still have like 6 cards in my hand. And then like he tries to play a bit, and I get to my turn. I start comboing. He goes Nibiru. I go fine. Link Spider, Parallax Seed, and then kill him from that point. Then game 2, he sets like Shizuku set free. They were like 2 Judgments and a Twin Twister. I kill him through 2 Judgment and a Twin Twister. Then round 3, it was again versus Sky Striker. But the DP Artifact Sky Striker, like game 1, I win going first because like he can't deal with this. It was unaffected, like he can't do anything. I punch him for a lot. Then game 2 I lose because I played Twin Twister and hit the side. Like if I played the Cosmic Cyclone, I wouldn't have lost. So like that was purely on me. And then game 3, I let him go first. He doesn't make anything because it's Sky Striker, and like I just killed him. Like I punched him with like it was 7,400 damage because subtraction lowered his Hayate or like Shizuku or whatever it's called. And then round 4 it was versus Mathmech, like the best player at our locals. Like I win that one. And then top cut, it was top 4, it was again versus Mathmech. I beat him. Like he gets insanely lucky in one game where I have 5 cards in hand and I've searched the Rhoda spell. I search I Meet You, and he goes like the Trish guy, the Mathmech Trish guy, and I have 5 cards, and like literally any other card is he instantly dies and he hits the I Meet You, so like it's whatever I guess. But then I like game 3 I see Cold by the Grave, and his trap card doesn't do anything, so I just kill him through like trap card and 2 imperms I think, or it was like imperm plus cosmic. And then top cut, like finals, it was against Madolche. One game, I think game 2 I misplayed and lost that game, and then like I just win because this engine is strong. I don't know, it grinds better than Madolche and it's harder to stop. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That was the 6-0 run with ignister, imposter. I think like this deck is pretty strong, but people just think it's a one-trick pony deck to go into a rival, and like this card is obviously not good. It's outed like by Access Code, by Boros Sword, by Abram X, by a lot of stuff, and like I don't want to play that card. It's just, in my opinion, bad. And like you also have to play the brick, because like this deck does not have any bricks actually. If you go through the deck, like there's no like bricks in the deck, I suppose. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the deck profile. I'm pretty happy with the deck. I'm going to experiment a bit with the ratios, but I think like I've solved most of the like stuff I want to do with the deck. And yeah, like have a Sportski pozdrav.
Any shoutouts?
I mean, shoutouts for niche locals community, and yeah, that's pretty much it.